Thank you very much, Nakamukaila. Let me take this opportunity to recognize the collective of the Department of Defense and Military Veterans, led today here by our Honorable Minister, Mapisa Ngakula. Also recognize the presence of the collective of the South African National Defence Force, led by General Shoke. Recognize the collective of the delegation that comes from the University of Bokoni Bophirima. Also recognize the collectives that are here from our organized bodies which are in the province. I will not mention them because they are already mentioned in order to save time. But also recognize and acknowledge the presence of the MEC for Rural Environment and Agricultural Development, Mema Nketsa Thape, the presence of the Mayor of the city of Mahike, the city of Goodwill, Mayor Husiame Siatolo, Executive Mayor Realebocha, Dr. Lydia Sebeho. Just before I introduce the Minister to come and make some reflections on this event that is taking place here today, I just want to say a few things. The first thing I want to say is that we all, ladies and gentlemen, operate in the context of a concrete expression of the society we want to create in this country, which has manifested itself through the development of the National Development Plan. That comes from the visionary leadership of our President Jacob Zuma. So all indications are that second by second, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, month by month, quarter by quarter, year by year, we are gradually moving towards the attainment of the goals which are reflected in the National Development Plan. Because some people think that we must wait for 30 years to pass, then we do the assessment and evaluation as to whether we have succeeded in implementing the National Development Plan or not. So, gathered as we are gathered here today, we must internalize the fact that we are implementing the National Development Plan. Ministers, wherever they are today, deputy ministers, mayors, premiers, MECs, councillors, the churches, whoever is in society doing something to change the lives of our people, we must know that each one of those people is contributing towards the attainment of the goals of the National Development Plan. So I just thought that we need to understand that what we are doing here today is unfolding in that particular context. I also thought, ladies and gentlemen, that I need to indicate to this House that we have demonstrated today here the ability to imagine the unimaginable. And we do it as humanity because nobody, if you cast our minds back, will have ever thought that today in this century we'll be sitting as government and talking with the National Defence Force on the eradication of poverty. How the South African National Defence Force and Defence Forces have been known is to engage in military action to defend their nations or to make interventions when situations are such that security related they must make interventions. So we are doing the imagination of the unimaginable. And we are implementing it practically here in Bokoni Bophirima here today. So we want to thank the Minister and the Department for making sure that we are where we are here today to implement this objective. I also want to say, ladies and gentlemen, that, and I want to quote myself, that success comes to those who take time to do something practical about the challenges that face humanity. Close quote. as humanity, as people who are gathered here today, and one day we will be able to say we have triumphed as a people on poverty, inequality, and unemployment. Now I'm happy that the media is here today because I really want them to understand the operations of the FIFA administration of Bokoni Bophirima briefly. In the implementation of the National Development Plan, in this province, we have decided on what we call the necessary rebranding, repositioning, and renewal of the province. Necessary rebranding because we want to change the negative image about our province. We want to change everything that is negative to positivity. We want to make sure that by repositioning our province, we do everything possible to be the best amongst the best here in the 9 provinces that we have in South Africa. We build on the foundations of the achievement that we have achieved in the last 21 years, and the renewal component of the RRR is to make sure that we build a new province, a province that everybody will envy, that everybody will want to come and stay in, a province where everybody will want to come and invest and make money. There are 5 pillars which are underpinning the RRR approach. The first one is ACT, the MEC has already alluded to it. It's a triangular approach to zooming into the challenges that we face of the economy. The objective of growing the economy at least by 2019 by 6%, and that triangular approach at its peak is agriculture. That's the A, and the C is the culture, and the T is the tourism. The reason why it's important for us to focus on agriculture, ladies and gentlemen, is very simple. It's supply and demand. As long as you've got a Homo sapien called human being on this planet, you have got guaranteed unlimited perpetual demand. Because whatever we consume comes from agriculture. For us to survive as human beings, we must eat, other than the rest of the things that God needs to make sure that He surrounds us with in order for us to succeed. So He has given us the land, He has given us the water, He has given us everything, the vegetation, for us to succeed as a people. So we have the market, global. The challenge is, how do we then make sure that we've got the necessary quantities of supply? That's why we've taken agriculture and make it the apex of the pillars of our economy in the province. We have also adopted, number 2 pillar is the VTSD. Now VTSD is villages, townships, and small dorpies. When you look at the concentration of poverty, unemployment, and inequality, you are going to find it in the villages, in the townships, and in the small dorpies. Because in the periphery of every small dorpy, you find farm workers. They sell their labor to the farmer. Their only survival is to sell their labor on a daily basis, hour by hour, second by second, day by day, week by week, year by year, quarter by quarter, to the farmer. So we want to make an intervention through this program called VTSD. In general, I want to agree with you that our analysis is that migration patterns in this country is that the center, which is the magnet, are the cities. The periphery are your villages, your townships, and the small dorpies. So there's migration of people from those areas to the cities. So we want to make sure that we bring a bit of a stop to that migration development by introducing villages, townships, and small dorpies economic approach. As government, we have taken a decision that from this financial year, 60% of our spending will go towards VTSD. Next financial year is 70, the third financial year is 80, and we hope that by the fourth financial year we'll have achieved 90% of government spending in the villages, the townships, and the small dorpies. The third approach is reconciliation, healing, and renewal. When you read the preamble of the Constitution of the Republic, it will tell you that one of the things we have to do as a nation in embracing our past is to heal the wounds of the past. Now, you can't heal the wounds of the past by wishing to heal them. Something practical has to be done, as I've quoted myself. And we have taken a decision that we need to embark on concrete things which will find expression in the development of the lives of our people through reconciliation, healing, and renewal. That's why in this province, we've come up with an approach which we call Marikana Reconciliation, Healing, and Renewal Forum, where we want everybody to come on board, to work together, to make sure that we respond to the challenges that are facing our people there in Marikana, instead of playing to the gallery, like many others are doing. We don't want to play to the gallery. We want to come up with practical steps, practical things which are tangible, that are going to reconcile, to heal, and to renew our people going forward. Fourthly, as a province, we said we will not achieve anything if we don't work together. So we came up with the Samwerk philosophy. Wherever you are in the province, we want you to come on board so that we can work together. So we want to thank the South African National Defence Force Honourable Minister for rising up to the challenge through the spirit of Samwerk, working together. And the last one is Sitsokotsane. Sitsokotsane is a program that we implement, Minister. We go into our district, in the villages, we stay there for 2 months. The leadership, the public servants, the councillors, the employees of government in the municipalities, the private sector, the traditional leaders, the churches. We go and we stay, we camp in an area for 2 months to address every challenge that our people are facing. And I wish the media, you can go to Wolmaranstad. When we arrived there 3 weeks ago, we found an old woman whose house was burnt 2 days ago before we arrived. We spoke to the woman. We spoke to somebody in the private sector. Within 7 days, that house was rebuilt from the foundation and it had new furniture. That's the spirit of Samwerk through the Sitsokotsane program. And we want to say to the private sector, a little bit of profit that you make, resolve one challenge that faces humanity. With a little bit that you get, do something to change the lives of our people. And the South African National Defence Force has come to the party, big time. You have heard what they are saying, that they are even going to do capacity building. They are going to help our youth to develop in as far as issues of integrity, of ethics are concerned. Our young people must understand the spirit of voluntarism, that they cannot expect everything to come like manna from government. Hard work. We must work, you must dirty your hands if you want to make progress in life. So we are happy that you are going to be partnering with us in that regard. Lastly, Honorable Minister, my fellow comrade, my fellow leader, I want to say that day by day, hour by hour, second by second, week by week, month by month, year by year, no matter the brouhaha that is going on in the country, no matter the negativity that a few might be propagating in our country, no matter the spirit of pessimism that some will want to implant in our society, the reality as we do work on the ground of our people through Sitsokotsane, the vast majority of our people are saying they know that tomorrow will be better than today, because today is better than yesterday. So thank you very much, Program Director. Our minister, me mapisa ngakula, kotaborea makalefoko. She's not only our minister here in the country, she's also a leader in this country. She's a member of the National Executive Committee of the ruling party, African National Congress. I normally say to people, we are not ANC-led government. We are the ANC government, not led, because we are no longer in the government of national unity. So this is the ANC government. The masses have decided so. I think we voted last year. So they decided that no ANC, you must leave. Thank you very much.